Ali Mokdad, and I'm here with a very special guest today. He's the man that brought mixed martial arts to the region, the pioneer of MMA. Tam, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in the region?
Basically, it all started when I came on holiday in around 2004. I was a professional fighter then, and I came on a vacation regularly to Dubai, twice or three times a year. And I had a fight coming up and I wanted to train, and I was contacting and looking online and checking for a gym, and I couldn't find anywhere to train. And I was thinking, this is a bit strange for Dubai because there's a booming country and there's no gyms for MMA or specific training for what I was doing at the time. So I just thought, you know, this is kind of a niche which needs to be filled. I went back to the UK and I came to a place called Essex where I live, and I was just depressed with the weather and the economy wasn't great. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pack up, go and start something there. And the rest is history. I came in 2007 and I just gave it a go.
So you opened up 3 mixed martial arts facilities and a promotion. What's next for you?
What's next? Many things. We've got going into TV, reality TV, going into branding, like supplements and apparel, clothing. And just my main goal is to build the first like GCC-based UFC fighter. That's always been my primary goal, and I think I'm going to achieve that very soon.
Anyone in particular that you have on your radar? Is there a name that you can tell the audience about?
Well, I've got a few. I'm not going to say a specific name to like be biased, but there's a few guys, 3 guys I've got who are very talented guys, who in the next few years will definitely be in the UFC.
Let's talk a little bit about your gym. It seems nowadays that MMA is on every gym's resume, and that seems to be a trend. So first off, I would like to get your thoughts on that, as well as what do you bring differently to the table?
Now, that's normal. I mean, because it's getting so popular, you're going to have new gyms, new competitors and things like that. That's just part of the sport is growing so big. It's just like yoga, it's like hairdressing, it's like fashion, everything. There's going to be more competition and more brands. But it's a good thing, in my opinion, for the sport. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, and not being arrogant, I'm the only legit MMA facility we have is mine. Purely because everyone in my staff, every one of my coaches are real professional fighters. I fought for over 15 years. I was around the sport before people knew what MMA was. So we bring legitimacy, and our edge is different. It's not so much for the money. It's not for profit. It's more for making real fighters, real training, legitimate people, real athletes, and it's just a real style of training which works because I've used it, my staff have used it, my students are using it, so we practice what we preach.
But you don't only focus on fighters, is that correct? Because there is when you walk into your gym, and I've been to all your facilities, there is a side of it that is fitness.
No, of course. I mean, fighters don't pay bills, and that's an old saying we have. They don't. Most fighters are broke. They fight for the money, so I let them train for free, professional athletes. I try and sponsor their career. So to keep alive and the business running, I do it for fitness enthusiasts. And I enjoy training people who've never trained, who do it for the fun side, corporates to women to children. So, of course, our gyms are very busy. And, I mean, we always lead the market purely because we're real, and what we do is, our reputation is very, high. So this, in Dubai, especially with here, saying that word goes around, so it sells itself.
Do you focus on children as well? Like, would you start training children as well? Or?
Yeah, we have kid programs. We have many different children programs, from jiu-jitsu to boxing to fitness, from ladies only to mixed to beginners. Our professional athletes train separately, so we don't intimidate the customers when I have certain guys in. So we have separate sections for training. So that way it's more welcoming to the public.
All right, let's talk a little bit about you and your career. You've stopped fighting, obviously, but you're not yet retired. Do you think you'll get back into the cage soon?
I definitely want to fight. The only reason I've put it on hold, I haven't retired, is purely for business, money. It's because fighting's not a part-time job. Too many people in this country think it is. You have to give it all your focus and full-time, so I haven't got that many hours in the day to train. So inshallah, soon, this end of the year, I'll start training for a fight, maybe early 2015, for sure.
Inshallah, I hope to see you back in the cage. One last question. If Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone train MMA today, who do you think would win?
It's a hard question. It's because it depends. It depends on, it's how long's a piece of string. It depends on each guy. Yeah. I like them both. Arnie's a bigger, stronger guy. Stallone looks more agile. And different weights. Probably Arnie because he's a heavier guy.
All right, well, we thank you for your time. We look forward to what you're going to be doing in the future in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, and good luck.